Welcome back to SP.Channel, guys. Today we're joined by Tate from Tate Plays, and he's got a little something interesting to tell you guys.
Hi, we found the modern day version of the WOW signal. It's blowing up on news everywhere. I'm sure there's going to be quite a few videos about it, so I'm going to put it down to the very basics. It is a strong shortwave signal from a star located 95 light years away from Earth and has at least one confirmed planet. Now, it got leaked by the author of Centauri Dreams website, which is a blog. The guy's name is Paul Glister. It's a strong signal in the direction of HD 164595. It's a star of 0.99 solar masses, about 95 light years away from Earth, with an estimated age of 6.3 billion years. The system is known to have at least one planet, HD 164595b, which is similar in size to Neptune and orbits its star in 40 days.
Now, from what I understand, working out the strength of the signal, the researchers say that it came from an isotropic beacon. They claim that such a technology would only be a power possible for a Cardassive Type 2 civilization. What have you to say to this, Brother Tate?
Well, considering that we rank at 1 at minimum, and most likely not even 1 on the Cardassive scale.
From what I understand, the Earth is a Type 0 civilization. We won't become a Type 1 civilization until we can land and walk on the sun.
I would say that if they're Type 2, then we need to be very careful interacting with these fellers.
Well, you know, that just reminds me of the WOW signal. It made world news. It's still a famous signal to this day. The WOW signal was a strong narrowband signal, much like this one that was discovered in Russia. Do you happen to know if this new signal has a name? Has it been dubbed a name yet?
Not that I'm aware of.
On August 15th, 1977, a strong narrowband radio signal was received at the Big Ear Radio Telescope of Ohio State University. The thing about the WOW signal is it lasted 72 seconds. With strong narrowband signals, and like the signal that we have received, was this discovered, what was it, in Russia, brother?
This was, one of the SETI satellites we got in Russia. The satellite's name is Ratan, R-A-T-A-N 600.
Nice. The thing that people need to understand about these radio signals is, someone could think, well, radio signals are everywhere. They're found in nature. It is true that radio signals are found in nature, but you have to understand these narrow band radio signals, these strong narrow band signals, those are not produced by nature. A strong narrow band signal is a hallmark that it was created by some technology, produced and broadcast, much like we produce and broadcast radio signals here on Earth. So when we catch a strong narrowband signal, it really gets our attention and it gets us to postulating about possible extraterrestrial civilizations. Let's discuss this. Do you know much about the Cardassive scale?
Yeah, the Cardassive scale is...
It's a way of measuring a civilization's technological advancement based upon how much usable energy it has at its disposal.
Oh yeah, I was looking for the guy who created it, his name.
Nikolai Cardassiv.
Russian astrophysicist. Yeah, on the Cardassiv scale, it dictates how far we are civilized on our ability to use our own planet and our own solar system for energy. What purpose we put the energy for, that's if it was for space travel or if it was just to run cell phones.
With the type civilizations, you have speculatively through Type 1 to Type 4, actually Type 0 to Type 4. Theoretically, the scale goes higher than that, but we don't entertain theory beyond Type 4 civilizations because anything beyond that would be so far beyond us that we wouldn't understand them. We would call them gods. We couldn't possibly understand their technology at Type 4 and above. A Type 1 civilization is given to anyone who's able to harness all the energy that is available from their neighboring star. So if we could harness 100% of our energy from our star, we would be a Type 1 civilization. Now, here is the key to this point. Researchers speculate that this signal was from an isotropic beacon that would only be possible by a Type 2 civilization. So a Type 2 civilization can harness the power of their entire star, not merely transforming the starlight into energy, but controlling the star itself. And this is the technology possible with a Type 2 civilization. We could go on the Cardassiv scale on and on and on, but just know that each tier up in the Cardassiv scale is a massive leap in technological capability. They have considered that this radio signal recently discovered is possibly from a type 2 or above civilization.
You want to hear interesting coincidence, bro?
Well, surely, brother. I'm always down for interesting coincidences.
We are in the Orion arm currently of our solar system, and they are from the Hercules constellation.
Now, that's what this paper here I've been going over says, that they're from the Herculean constellation.
So that's two great hunters, each one with a civilization possibly in it.
Now, from what I understand, this signal was a much stronger and much longer signal than the original WOW signal. Apparently, this signal was broadcast at 11 gigahertz, brother. Do you realize how much power that would take?
Not really right offhand.
To produce a radio signal that is 11 gigahertz, you have to look at radio frequencies in what we use normally in our common radio sequence, frequencies. An 11 gigahertz signal, breathtakingly, massively powerful. That signal was meant to travel very far.
11 gigahertz. Yep.
Yeah.
So this thing was created to travel as far as it could.
Yes. You have to understand that it bears all the hallmarks that it was a technologically created signal that was technologically broadcast. These are not found normally in nature. Researchers have speculated that it would take an isotropic beacon that would only be capable by a civilization with type 2 technology or above. So this raises a lot of eyebrows. This may be more profound than the original WOW signal, in all honesty.
Are we going to have a case of when the Earth stood still?
If we are going to have a case of when the Earth stood still, the thing about it is you have to realize how many light years that signal traveled. Now, that signal being a radio frequency, it didn't travel at the exact speed of light, Holmes. So you said it was how many light years away?
95 light years from Earth.
Okay, so even if these people or extraterrestrials travel at us bearing at the speed of light, they won't be here for another 95 years.
What if they're already on their way, though?
Well, the fact of the matter is that if it's 95 light years away and it traveled at the speed of radio, which is a little bit slower than the speed of light, that signal was broadcast over 100 years ago, Holmes. This is very interesting news. It's made the world news. It's all over the internet. Even CNN's got in on this. This is a very interesting topic. You have to consider how large the universe really is. You have to look at the logical formula within which we have detected these signals. The reason that it is so exciting is because whoever sent this signal, for whatever reason, whatever culture sent this signal, we were able to receive it with our technology. So you already have that much of leniency on compatibility between our two species. They're at least thinking along the same lines that we are. Do you see where I'm coming from with this?
Well, maybe they have already found us and sent a signal tailor-made for us to pick up.
It was a strong signal. It was detected by a radio telescope in Russia that's scanning the heavens for signs of extraterrestrial life. The signal originated from the direction of HD 164595. It's a star about 95 light years away from Earth. The star is known to have at least one planet and may have more. The observation is being made to the public now, which is why the news has come out, and you've been able to tell me about this. You brought this to my attention. Researchers have speculated how a signal of that power, this 11 gigahertz signal, it would have had to have come from an isotropic beacon, which would have only been possible by a type 2 Cardassian civilization. This hints strongly toward the possibility that we're not alone in the universe. What do you think about this, Brother Tate?
I think that, well, to be honest, man, no surprise to me.
It really doesn't catch me off guard either. Lots of people have a mixed belief on whether we're alone in the universe or not. The universe is possibly infinite. They might be amazingly far away from us, but there's no way we can be alone in this vast universe. There must be other intelligent civilizations out there.
The way I see it is I'm a strong believer in causality. Anything that will and can happen will, given enough time.
Yeah, given enough time and space, causality demands it. It will happen, given enough time.
Yeah.
I wish we had some actual audio footage of this signal to play. For the sake of the listener, I will be playing a small sample of the original WOW signal. The original WOW signal, which was discovered in 1977, August 15th, at the SETI Big Ear Institute at Ohio University. Again, the thing about these strong narrowband signals is they are technological in origin. They are not something that was produced by a star blowing some quasar matter off or, a black hole burping. These radio signals are produced unnaturally through technological means as a means of communication.
They are what you would call man-made here on Earth.
Yes, they are intelligently designed anyway. They are a technological construct of some intelligence. You don't get strong narrowband signals through nature itself. So here is that sample from the original WOW signal. I'm going to play it at a low volume and for just a very short time. It is excruciatingly painful to listen to. So here's that.
The old WOW signal sounds like one of them old 95K dial-up modems.
It really does. It's painful to listen to. I'll have to turn the volume down and everything. So, Tate, do you have any closing comments, brother?
Well, I knew that one day the non-specific entities may not just mean humans.
You know, we get so caught up in our technology and our daily lives that we don't realize that we were already never alone in the universe.
I've always had a feeling in the back of my head that there may be something out there that doesn't register as a guy or a girl or a human.
We want to thank you for being here to listen to us. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't be here doing what we do. We implore you, please comment, let us know what we can do to entertain you further. We just want to make you happy. We want to deliver the happy side of the news to you. This is all about you. We wouldn't do this if it wasn't for you. You are that important to us. All right. Thanks for listening, guys.